Kenny Monday was the first Black Olympic gold medalist in 1988, and then you became the second in 92. Does that history drive you at all?
Well, Bobby Douglas was a key person that really shared our history with me. He reminded me constantly that Kenny was the first and that I could possibly be the second. I think Leroy Smith, he also would say things like your family's going to hang their hat on they hang their hat on gold medals, especially Olympic gold medals. But I didn't feel any added pressure by trying to be the second Olympic champion, a Black Olympic champion. I just felt like I was good enough to be a gold medalist, and I had been to the World Championship the previous year. It was same competition basically that I competed against the year before. So I expected to win, but it's a great honor. It's a great achievement. It's amazing. I think we probably would have had a few more if the 1980 Olympics would have popped off with Campbell and Kemp. But to be one of the 3 U.S. Olympic champions, I take pride in that for sure.
Take that Olympic finals that you had. How did you stay poised in that? Because it was really a tough match there, and you pulled out a takedown at the end. How did you just keep your mind focused?
Well, me and my wife talk about it all the time. I haven't been that lucky, since the Olympic Games. Just kind of from a luck standpoint, and I might have used up all my luck in that match because he was in on the deep shot, and I knew going into that match that if he got his hands locked, if he got his fingers locked on my leg, he was very, very difficult to stop from scoring once he got his hands locked on the leg. And so my goal was not only to stop him from getting to my legs, but also stop him from getting his hands locked on my legs. So once he got there, it was a heck of a fight. We ended up going out of bounds in a scramble type situation. And, some people say it might have been a point when I put my hand back to defend myself, but it was nerve-wracking. I mean, at that moment, it was pretty nerve-wracking until I looked up and I saw the official at the head table asking the other officials, did you see a point? And the guy said, no. He said, did you see a point? He said, no. I'm like, all right, so we're going to continue to wrestle. But at that moment, I knew I had to kind of pick it up and really get after a score to seal this thing. And so, but it's in your training. You maintain calm, you maintain your discipline and your mental focus through all those things, especially at that level. We had been through so much just to get there. I went through the fire, through college. I went through the fire, even making the Olympic team. It took me making the World Olympic team. It took me, I think, 2-3 years to actually break through the lineup to actually get a chance to wrestle in the World Championships. So I had been in some pretty intense, pretty high level matches at that point, and even coming off the World Championships, had been in some pretty tough matches as well as all the international competition that I had seen before that. So yeah, focus was not difficult at that moment.
What's that feel like to win a gold medal?
Well, people ask me that all the time. It's kind of indescribable. But if I had to put it in words, when you're like a kid around 12 years old and you wake up for Christmas and how excited you are and how just that moment is probably the biggest moment in your life right now, Christmas Day. I felt that times 100. Just that moment of being able to accomplish your goal. And I heard it even on the Last Chance show. Is it more celebratory? Are you happy or are you relieved? And it's a little bit of both. I'd go into international competition, almost all of them, I'd say, I'm excited. I'm ready to scrap. I'm ready to go to war. I'm ready to battle. But I'm more excited for it to be over, because it is a little stressful, and I don't want to put stressful in a bad light. I think stress is good if you look at it the right way. And stress is just the word, but there's more meaning to stress than that. But I think it was more of a relief as opposed to, and it was exciting, and it was just to realize you accomplished your goal and that you set out for, and everything I visualized every day in the wrestling room, walking around the mat, talking to myself and visualizing how it would feel and what I would do after the match was over and how I would celebrate. That visualization that I had every single day was exactly what happened after I won the match. And so it's an exciting moment. I don't think I've had a higher, better sense of achievement. I've never experienced a higher level or sense of achievement doing anything else. Besides seeing my kids being born, that kind of real life stuff. But it was a great moment, and I really enjoyed it. And it's a memory that stays with me for forever.
That was 28 years ago. And
wow, you can't say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild. It's a while ago, but it was, sometimes when I think about it, it feels like, it doesn't feel that long ago, just because those, I think that's the best part of winning any championship is those memories, even my state championships, even competing in some of my bigger matches, you can always, look back on those memories and relive them in your mind and in your heart. And so it never feel too far away, but yeah, 28 years, man, that's a while.